Yo, what's up? It's your boy YRG here, and today, ooh, is a special day. This is the biggest holiday in American history. No, it's not Christmas. It's not Thanksgiving. Not even Halloween, all right? It is fantasy season football. You know what I'm saying? If you are a true American, you play fantasy football. I'm telling you this right now. Me and my friends play fantasy football all the time. And this year, we're making it a little bit different. We were doing a lottery system, so we're going to have a bingo machine thing. And we were going to pick out a ball. Hopefully, I get the last pick. Either the last pick or the second to last one. I think I know who to get, and we also result in better players. So hopefully I can get those last two picks. Or the top two, you know what? First and second, not too bad, but I'll see you at my friend's house.
I picked up Josh Allen, and then I put him on the bench when he played the Pats in the last game, and I started Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Paul, what number did you get, Paul?
50.
Ooh, 54.
Haley.
54. What number?
Who didn't get one? Everyone got one?
I got 60.
Oh, it's the last
Hey,
game.
yo.
Do you got 60?
Not 50.
You're lying.
Hey, man, last week, what do you have?
51.
Oh, my God.
So there's three of us missing, right? So three balls left.
Dom, did you get a number?
47.
47. Or any other positions? My boy Zachary's holding it.
I'm scared. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Yep.
Put Sophie down, bro, before you drop her. You're gonna get mad, you're gonna drop her. Uh-oh.
Go. This is normal.
Wait, should I start like this?
Just spin it.
I don't care, just go. It's
No,
not
but I want
that complicated.
All right.
Come on for last pick.
Wait, chill, don't do anymore. The 10th pick in the draft. 50.
No, I wanted it. No.
That's a good pick, actually.
Dude, on it? No. Paul.
Honestly?
No, Paul. Last pick.
Yeah, it is something. I'd rather be like 10. Yeah.
No.
10 like 6, not bad. That's not a bad pick, honestly.
No, Paul, that's a great pick. What are you talking about?
Alright, wait, write the numbers.
It doesn't matter. You can get two strong players. I'd rather take.
Write 10 next to his name.
Wait.
Or under, or wherever you want.
Just write one next to it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sort of one next to it. Okay.
If only it was the other way around. The first person got picked was first pick.
I wanted the last pick. I wanted the last pick. Oh.
Like how we can't see the number.
Yeah.
Okay, the 9th pick. 47. Me.
All the low picks are going. I wanted it. No, you got it, Chief.
Dog doesn't play his reaction.
47.
Damn, the two picks I wanted. Now let's.
Kids are not that picks though.
I know. I want 8.
It's going to be intense, like top 4.
I want 6.
Give me 8.
The 8th pick in the draft goes to 60. Roger.
Serious?
Oh, I'm gonna be
Are
stuck
you
in the middle.
serious?
No.
Are you serious, bro?
It's like this. Chill.
Oh, give me 7. Nah,
The
actually,
7th
at this
pick in
point,
the
I
fantasy
want.
draft goes to 48. Haley.
I'm telling you right now, I'm feeling good at 6. It's happening.
I need first through second now. I don't want third through whatever now. Third through
What,
fifth.
Tony
I don't
Aguilar's
want
gonna
it.
get
I
fucking
don't want
first
it.
pick.
Yeah, fucking God, if he is.
No, that's me.
The 6th pick in the draft goes to 58.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Opponent, man.
This is crazy. Dude, everything's just falling down. For me right now.
Oh.
The 5th pick in the draft goes to 54. The white deadlines. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. You get who you're going.
Uh-oh. Now it's gonna be final three.
Fourth pick
Johnny A's getting one.
goes to 46.
That's me.
Johnny A's getting one.
Oh, he's gonna get one again. I'm Jordan. I know Johnny Aguilar.
Top 3 Mitchell.
Oh,
We have the Christian McCaffrey Sweet 6 right now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Who's top 3? Wait. Who's top 3? Who said that?
Mitchell.
Oh
Johnny.
shit.
You know what? I want Mitchell.
Uh-oh.
Zach.
Uh-oh.
Zach's getting first,
The
baby.
third pick of the draft goes to 53. Oh, Mitch.
Honestly, right there, now you're just gambling.
There's a big difference. Did you get the second? Wait. There's no clear second like player right now. So this is big. This is big.
Yeah.
Johnny A's getting one. I know it. All right.
The one kid that did try not to show up is the one that gets first or second pick.
Uh-oh.
No one can see that number either. Second pick of the draft goes to 57.
Oh! Zach got first.
Zach is the first pick.
Let's go.
Ooh.
That was cool. That was interesting.
Oh,
And,
man.
any last minute messages for first
Johnny A's
pick?
not getting Christian.
I can't wait to have Christian McCaffrey.
I also don't need to lose weight. Creatine's fine though, 'cause it naturally like.
Do it. You do it. Do it. Oh, 2 QBs first and second round. Come on.
This kid's lying if he does.
Double trick him in the third.
Do it. Do it.
Dude, he's gonna get. You need to run.
Paul, do not pussy out on this. Do it.
Oh,
Josh Jacobs?
Game.
Well, that we just concluded a fantasy draft, and fifth pick, I got a solid team. You know, like I actually was hella pissed. Like I did not want that fifth pick at all, but I made the best out of it because holy shit, I actually did quite well. I was going into this draft not knowing anybody. I did not study. This was the first year we actually done like the bingo ball lottery thing. Because last year, the year before we did, like, we already knew what position we got. So I studied, I knew what I wanted. But this year was just, I just went in blind because I didn't know what pick I was going to get. Fifth, not too happy, but with the team I've resulted, this one right here, you know what? Nothing too bad. I like it. I'm happy, I'm glad. So now, every Tuesday, either after or before the video, I'm going to post the results of either me winning or me losing, and then also everybody else's in the chat. So basically, I'll keep you up to date until playoffs, like for like a good 2 minutes. I think at most. It shouldn't take that long, but you know, it's whatever. Hopefully everybody has a good fantasy season. Hopefully I can make the playoffs. It's an 8-man playoff seeding. Hopefully I can make it. I think my team's good enough, strong enough to make it. Week 8, I had no hope in winning at all, but now my friend who does have legit no team on week 8, not even a bench. So I'm happy about that. Week 6, that's all right. Week 6 is all right, but you know, I think those two games the most were gonna be not any way, shape, or form the greatest wins, or I was expecting to lose, but hopefully this season I crown king, not come third this time. Like last season, I want to be number 1. I'm chasing that crown, Haley. Last year's winner, I got you this year. I think I can beat you this year. If everything goes right, all right, I'm winning this year. Trust, big trust. You know. Bang. Yo, what's poppin'? So I want to give a quick recap to what went down with my team, the lottery, and the draft. So, as we all know, I ended up with the 5th overall pick in this year's draft. compared to last year where I got last. And to be honest with you, I want to last again this season because you get the double favor. Even though you have to wait a whole round, but you still get the double favor picks. And there's a lot of good players that I probably would have picked this year be on my team. However, I possibly got the worst pick in 5th overall. And what doesn't help is that I barely know any of the new players or what teams like got certain players. Like I know some like D-Hop in Arizona. Everybody knew about that one because Houston. Wow, COVID-19 hit 6 mil. Congrats. All right, so anyway, Michael Thomas was like my overall choice for 5th pick. But if you're looking at this recording, first pick we all know was who first pick always going to be. So my friend Zach picked up Christian McCaffrey, no brainer. That was everybody's first pick. If you did not choose Christian McCaffrey first pick, then you're drinking so much booze or something. I don't even know. I don't even want to know. Number 2, my friend Johnny picked up Saquon Barkley. He had Saquon last year, and he did not. No, don't get me wrong. Saquon's a freaking beast, but injured ankle, kind of like he had a decent. I say decent season. 3rd pick for a newcomer this season, my boy Mitchell. He's new to this fantasy league. We finally convinced him to join. He actually did a lot of research because I'm assuming he does not want to lose any money this year. Picked up Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, great pick. No, I feel like Derrick Henry and Saquon, I feel like those, maybe even Ezekiel Elliott, those two are going to be battling for 2 through 4. However, there's also a new guy, also named Zach, but I don't really know this dude so well. And somehow for some reason picked up Alvin Kamara with the 4th pick. Now, don't get me wrong, Alvin Kamara, he's a baller too, but he's only like a beginning season type baller. And honestly, I'd rather picked up Ezekiel Elliott. But now, for me talking all this load about, you should have picked up Ezekiel Elliott, I picked up Michael Thomas. Now, look. At the time, like when I had the 1 hour grace period, I'm like, you know what? I think Ezekiel Elliott was going to be picked up like earlier, like instead of Alvin Kamara. So now, I was going to regardless pick Michael Thomas. But then I got threw into this loophole with Ezekiel Elliott. I'm like, I kind of wish I would have picked up Ezekiel Elliott now, sort of just because my team is more wide receiver focused rather than running backs. But then I'm like, you know what? Michael Thomas is still a baller. If he averages the same points as last year or even does even better this year, I think I turn out to be okay. So that happened. Round 2, I decided to go with Chris Godwin. Now, Nick Chubb, I wanted Nick Chubb. And also wanted Julio because Julio was on my team last year. I raved about that guy. That got me wins. I also wanted Nick Chubb because I'm like, you know what? If I manage to get I missed out on Ezekiel Elliott. I'm like, you know what? If I can somehow get either Josh Jacobs or Nick Chubb, I think I'll be okay. Both of them got taken away. And so did Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. So I ended up going with Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin with Michael Thomas, that's a destructive wide receiver duo. I think I had no problem with that. Now, as you see here, DeAndre Hopkins was available at the time, but I believe that Chris Godwin is more fantasy helpful rather than DeAndre Hopkins. We still don't know how D-Hop's going to play with Kyle Murray, and at least with Deshaun Watson last season, D-Hop got I'd say 10 points, around 10 points a mark each game. I think he had some games where he exploded for 20 or 30, but it wasn't that, let's say, what's the word? Dang, I can't really think about the word, but too exciting, I guess. just because he should be averaging like around 15 to 20 just because of how good he is. But I mean, Julio did the same thing with 10, so I shouldn't really be talking. Third round, I'm like, all right, I needed a running back. I had Aaron Jones last season because I traded for Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones is the type of player that either gets you a good 30, between a good 30 to 40 bomb, or he just gets you straight up just 5 points. And I'm like, you know what? I'd rather take the risk. I already have a good wide receiver duo. And Aaron Jones hasn't dealt with like any serious injuries. That's why I wanted him. But he got taken, and I'm like, you know what? I doubt Austin Eckler is going to be taken also. Sadly, Austin Eckler also got taken, so I had to go with the next best thing, James Conner. Now, I like James Conner. I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I like James Conner. However, the man is made out of glass. Like, hopefully with the new, easier schedule, he doesn't get injured as often and he actually produces good amount of points. But that's the only reason where I'm like, that was probably like the only pick where I'm like, just because he's like injury prone. And I also wanted Kenyon Drake because that man balled out last season. But I didn't expect him to get picked right away with the next pick from my boy JJ, who is Trubisky God. And originally I thought Kenyon Drake was going to fall to round 4 or 5. But I guess I was wrong. Again, I didn't do any research, so don't hate on me in the comments for saying, what do you mean he's not 4 or 5? I don't care. Alright? This is what I'm assuming, alright? 4th round, I'm like, you know what? I needed a quarter. It was going to be between either Russell Wilson or Mark Andrews or Amari Cooper, because I did have Amari Cooper, but again, I think Amari Cooper was like injury prone, so I decided to like skip on him, but he ended up getting picked up anyway before my pick. Russell Wilson got picked up, so I was like, you know what? I needed a tight end. I went with Mark Andrews because I knew there was one particular quarterback was still available. That was pretty good, and that's who I picked. I believe Drew Brees is going to have another good regular season. So I picked up Drew Brees in the 5th round. I also wanted Raheem Mostert was going to be my flex at the time. Or no, actually my RB2 at the time. But he got picked up that same round as Drew Brees. So I missed out on him. I also wanted Calvin Ridley. So what you guys don't know is that Trubisky got, a.k.a. JJ, me and him have a good trading partnership. So I believe I can manage to work out a trade for Calvin Ridley because he's been getting a lot of good receptions last season while Julio's being locked up as the number 1 guy. And ever since Ridley went down, Julio's number skyrocketed. So, Ridley plays a huge factor in fantasy-wise. So, I will try to get Calvin Ridley this season. So, watch out for that trade. But for the 6th round, I picked up Devin Singletary. For me, it was between him, Cam Akers, or Leonard Fournette. Cam Akers, he looks promising. But he's a rookie. I don't really know how the rookies are going to do this season. So I just rather just stick with Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary will have a community like running back situation with a guy, I believe, another rookie named Moss, I believe. I apologize if it's not him. I know it's a rookie. That's all I know. Leonard Fournette, I was about to pick him up. However, good thing I didn't. If you know why, this morning, or if you're watching it today, so yesterday morning, he got dropped by the Jags. So depending on which team he goes to, I believe he might be on the waiver wire. Or he might be on the trading block. So I could possibly pick him up for death. And if not, then oh well. Round 7. Now, this is where I was looking for a flex in a way. And I wanted between Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, or A.J. Brown. Because I'm like, you know what, might as well just complete with the wide receiver at flex. However, all 3 of those guys get taken. And also Mark Ingram got taken. So I'm like, you know what, might as well just go with possibly one of the best defenses in the league right now going into the season, which is the Pittsburgh's defense. Last season they were destroying everybody, even good teams. Our offense was just straight up awful. But with the way the schedule is this season, I believe they're going to be eating up like all those easy ass teams. So they a little bit early for a defense, but you know what? I think I was happy with that one. Round 8, I think this is all right. Round 8, I picked up Marlon Mack. I was thinking about getting David Montgomery, but he got picked up early, and he also has that groin injury, so I don't really know how that's going to affect him this season. However, I picked up Marlon Mack. He is in the same community as another rookie named Jonathan Taylor, who's been raved about so much. But I think Marlon Mack might get more like points rather than Jonathan Taylor, and plus Jonathan Taylor got picked up earlier in the draft. I believe so. So I think Marlon Mack will do me good in the bench. Or he could just start as my flex if he's been playing well. Round 9. I went with Kerryon Johnson with this one. I was going to go with Jarvis Landry if he didn't get picked up, but he did. Kerryon Johnson was my RB2. No, actually he was, my RB2 for the past 2 seasons. And he was my RB1 last season before I got Aaron Jones. And Kerryon Johnson he's beast, and he's been averaging a good 10 to 15 points. Like, that's what I've been expecting from my running backs. He gets the touchdown, like he gets touchdowns, he gets the touchdown looks and everything. However, he went down with a knee injury that kind of screwed up my season. I fell down from 1st place to 8th place. Somehow, the underdog, which is me, ended up in 3rd place. But I believe Kerryon Johnson from round 9, it was a good pickup. Hopefully he does well, and he, at least from the reportings from the Detroit Lions, that DeAndre Swift is injured, and also Kerryon Johnson will get the starting role regardless, so it doesn't matter. Round 10, I saw a bunch of kickers start flying out, so I'm like, you know what, might as well just go for a good kicker. I went with Greg Zuerlein. Now listen here, Dallas, especially you, Dak Prescott. If you don't get my boy Gregory good looks, you guys have the amazing offense. I'm just saying, if you guys don't get those good looks, I don't know what to say. Greg Zuerlein, he should be eating up those free points. Dallas has an OP offense. You can't tell me those 3 good-ass wide receivers and Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, and now the rookie CeeDee Lamb and Ezekiel Elliott won't get you either free kicks or extra points. I don't know what to say. I'm just saying, I don't know what to say. Round 11. I wanted another running back. Tevin Coleman, Matt Breida, and Jordan Howard were in my radar. Obviously, they all got picked up. Sony Michel, I thought about getting Sony. However, it's like, all right, Cam Newton's coming back, and I don't know how he wants to play it. Now, he did give Christian McCaffrey a lot of touches also. I noticed that also, but we just don't know how Cam Newton's going to come back to. All I know is that Cam Newton's still a free agent. Let me see. He should be. Yeah, he's still a free agent. He could blow up against the Dolphins on the first game. I believe he could have a good game. He should have a good game. But I decided to go with Julian Edelman. He's the number one wide receiver for New England. I think. Hold up. We're going to take a quick break. Hello. Yo.
12 seconds later.
And I'm back. All right, so round 11, Julian Edelman. We all know what's happening. All right. Round 12. Round 12, I went for John Brown. Stephon Diggs and John Brown going to share those receiving. All right, John Brown and Stephon Diggs will share those passes from Josh Allen, but to be honest with you, I don't really know how Josh Allen's going to distribute those. touches, and especially since Josh Allen also overthrows the living hell out of the ball. I mean, John Brown is just more of a stature player. Hopefully, he has a decent season this year. Round 13, I went with Baker Mayfield. Now, Baker Mayfield has a good offense, not a good O-line. Also, Baker Mayfield, for me at least, how I'm looking at him is he's going to either be my backup QB if either Drew Brees gets injured or when he gets into the bye week. Or if Baker plays well enough to where somebody else in the league is like, you know what, here, I need a quarterback. My quarterback's been playing like Dookie. Let me send you a good trade package for Baker. So that's how I'm looking at it. Round 14. I feel like this is going to be a sleeper pick. I went with Chase Claypool. Scouts are comparing him to either Julio Jones or Megatron. And at least from the Pittsburgh reportings, he's been looking like he's been cooking up something delicious. You know what I mean? So hopefully Chase Claypool can serve as the number 2, naturally. The solid number 3 guy. He could be the number 2 guy if they just stay with Deontay Johnson in the backfield, in terms of just returning the ball back. But Deontay Johnson is definitely going to be the number 2 guy behind Juju. Chase Claypool, he might be the 3rd guy that Big Ben is going to be throwing it to. Hopefully he has a good rookie season. Now, last round. Not going to lie, round 15, I was low-key tired. I wasn't paying attention at all. I accidentally picked up Jimmy Garoppolo. But I think what I'm going to do with Jimmy G is that I'm just going to serve him the same purpose as Baker Mayfield. Either have him as my second quarterback if he's just playing better than Baker, or just have Jimmy Garoppolo just be that trade package where he just play absolutely, and I can just get good returns off him. That's why I might do it. Now, last year's winner was Haley, who is the 2019 champ. Now, I'm just going to throw this message out here, Haley. You were lucky last season. This year, I'm coming for that throne, all right? I'm going to be crowned king of the fantasy league. If not, I'm just going to cry me a river. But, oh well, fantasy is just all about luck. And because, it's just honestly luck. Just because even the easiest matchups, is your players can still be stinky. But I think my team is pretty good. I think I can come out, end up in the playoffs as I think 4th or 5th seed. Even 3rd. Even though the predictions in the draft gave me a C for my draft, and then predicted me to be 4th or 5th. But I think I can end up 3rd if according as planned, everything falls into plan, where all my players are scoring big amount of numbers. I think I'm going to have a good season. Hopefully this team is better than the one I had last year. Last year I had a pretty solid team. Injuries just screwed me over. Also, Monster, you also fucked me up in that second place in the second game seeding game. Holy hell. All I needed was just 0.2 points, and this man fumbled it and lost 11 yards. Never forget that. So I ended up 3rd place. Hopefully I can either end up 3rd place again or just take the throne, be crowned as King YRG. But anyway, I'm happy with my team. I'll keep you all up to date. Probably either after or before the games. Not either after or before the videos. Before the video starts every Tuesday, because then I'll have time to put everybody's games in. Everybody already played. I also might throw in major trades that happen during the week, where could be either completely good or completely stupidity coming from the other guy. But hopefully everybody has a good fantasy season. I think me and my boy JJ are going to have a lot of good trades this season. We might come out and work as a team and somehow end up in the top. Hopefully us two can just come out in the top 3, because he has a really good team. And I think the best team is between two three people, which is Zach, who has Christian McCaffrey, the guy that got the first overall pick. Mitchell, who had the third overall pick, and his first pick was Derrick Henry. And also my friend Dominic, whose league name is EDP's Toilet. He's an Eagles fan, so he's a big EDP fan also. And he always has a good solid overall team, but I think those are the top three favorites. The three people who I believe are not going to be making the playoffs is my friend Roger. Like, I think he just messed up on his first pick. Like, his first pick, he got Edwards-Helaire, the new rookie running back from Kansas City. All right, look. That was his first pick. He could have probably gotten somebody better. But at that point, it's just a hit or miss. And he also is relying on Jonathan Taylor. But you also have to remember, Marlon Mack is still healthy. And he's still going to be getting the same touches. So you don't know how Jonathan Taylor's going to play. His team is just a hit or miss. Between those two. Oh, no, wait. I didn't even say another person. Oh, the other Zach, who is JJ Wapp, for some reason, I think his thinking process when it went down in the draft that day wasn't great. I mean, he has solid players, but it was like an team. Like, I wouldn't be worried about his team. That's the second guy I was thinking, and then the last guy, obviously, will be Paul, who, as Dom said, win or ban as his league fantasy name. He had the last pick. Now, but I think out of those three, I think Paul will make the playoffs for the very first time in his fantasy career. And he played longer than me. I'm just saying. He will probably make his first playoff debut. He has a good team. Lamar Jackson, Murray Cooper, Josh Jacobs, Chris Carson, Darren Wall. I don't want to say his name wrong. Darren Waller. Yeah, Darren Waller and David Johnson. I think he has a good team. But his bench is okay. Nothing special. Honestly, he just needs those starters just to play phenomenal every week and hope that the other person's team just doesn't play good at all if he wants to make playoffs. But I think out of those three, he will definitely make the playoffs, but the other two I don't think will. Anyway, those are my predictions. Season starts on the 10th of September, which is the first Thursday of next week. Yeah, it would be the Thursday of next week. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the videos coming up. I hope everybody stays well, stays safe in this corona pandemic. Yeah, and see you on the next.